a few years ago. Funny enough, it was on Halloween. A friend and I were driving around, really just passing time and enjoying the rich kid part of town, where they really try their hardest to show off their money in a number of decorations, fog machines, lights, sounds, music, the whole 9 yards. As we drive down the street, we end up getting to a row of houses with the lights turned off. Not a single light, save for the moonlight and our car lights. That street was usually blacked out, with the exception of one house, an older man who would always go all out for every holiday. It was as creepy as it can be. Skeletons, a witch in the background, some odd chants, and laughter. My friend saw that he had a Take One candy bowl with full-size candy bars, so he parks the car and gets out. I follow him past the mock graveyard and walk up to the bowl. As he reaches into it, bam! A little hand pops up from it and makes him jump. He literally runs back to the car as I laugh and grab a bar for myself and head back to the car when I realize something. Those chants and other noises were not from here. I let my friend know as I get in and we decide to drive further. He notes that there's a little graveyard that's open all night, so we decide to check it out. It takes a second to get there, but when we do, we can hear the chants better, and very faintly we see some lights. We turn our own lights off and slowly drive up. As we enter, I get an odd feeling. Halloween night in a graveyard? This is how the movie starts. But we had a car and are big enough to take down a big guy or two, let alone a couple of emo kids trying to summon a demon or something. But as we finally see them, a group of people wearing robes, dancing and chanting around a fire. Not just a little twig fire, no. Firewood and logs, heavy dancing, 5-foot-tall fire. The people around it were dark-skinned, with paint on the face of one older woman as she chanted. She tossed something in the fire, and then, out of seemingly nowhere, she pulls out a chicken. It was either already dead or had just been killed. It was very limp, like it had no movement of its own. At the same time, we both just look at each other in shock. More so laughter than fear, and as we chuckle to ourselves, she turns her head as slowly as possible and stares at us. We had no clue if she knew or had the sixth sense, but she stared at us for at least 10 full seconds and then smiles at us and waves us over. My friend was in fuck this mode. He takes it out of park and goes to floor it, and nothing happens. Literally almost no noise, like the engine stalled or something. So yeah, this is where the movie says, based on a true story. One of the men, with white paint on his face, takes a look at us and waves us over also, like he wants us to join them. But then the car finally wakes up and we get the fuck out of there, not looking back. Crazy occultist people trying to rise the dead or whatever you were doing, let's not meet.